All right, let's journey to Sri Lanka's incredible southern coast. Today, we're exploring a place that's seriously unique, a real hidden wonder, Ussangoda National Park. It's this wild mix of stark beauty, amazing wildlife, and ancient secrets, all wrapped up in its famous fiery red soil.
So let's dive right in. The very first thing that hits you about Ussangoda is the landscape. I mean, it's just so strange, almost otherworldly. It looks like someone took a slice of Mars and just dropped it onto a tropical island. And that's what leads to its local name, but what does it really mean?
Well, the name pretty much tells the whole story. In Sinhala, the local language, Usan means burnt and Goda means plain. Put them together and you get the burnt plain. It comes directly from the way the earth looks, this scorched, reddish soil that covers the whole area. It's a mystery we're about to dig into.
Okay, Section 1. Secrets in the red soil. So what's the real story behind this scorched earth? To get what makes Ussangoda tick, we've got to look beneath the surface. We have to understand the soil and the rock that make this place what it is.
Now, you might hear burnt plain and picture a total wasteland, but not even close. The reality is this incredible mix of different environments. You've got that famous red, iron-rich soil, sure, but it's broken up by these dramatic rocky outcrops. Then there are these tough little scrub forests that give way to delicate salt marshes and lagoons, and all that sits on this massive coastal plain right where it meets the Indian Ocean. It's a genuine landscape of contrasts.
And here's the kicker. All of that amazing diversity, it's crammed into just 15 square kilometers. I mean, think about that. That's tiny. It's one of Sri Lanka's smallest national parks, and yet the amount of life packed in there is just remarkable. It's a great reminder that even a small protected area can be hugely important.
And if you're trying to find it on a map, here's the scoop. Ussangoda is in the Hambantota district, down in Sri Lanka's popular southern province. It's just a quick 17-kilometer hop from the well-known coastal town of Tongale. So it's a really accessible, off-the-grid kind of adventure if you're exploring that coast.
So, let's get to the next part of the story. You'd think a place called the Burnt Plain might be a bit empty, but it's anything but. It is, believe it or not, a surprising and buzzing haven for all kinds of wildlife.
You start wandering through the scrublands, and the place just comes alive. You might hear a wild boar rustling around or catch a flash of a deer. Of course, you'll probably spot some monkeys hanging out. And make sure to look on the rocks, because you'll often find these huge monitor lizards just basking in the sun. Every single one of them is perfectly adapted to live right here.
But here's where Ussangoda really shines, especially for bird lovers. It is officially known as a bird-watching hotspot. I mean, it makes sense. You have the coast, wetlands, and scrublands all in one spot. It's like the perfect stopover for a ton of birds, both the ones that live there and the ones just passing through. Just try to picture it. A magnificent Indian peafowl showing off its feathers against that deep red soil. It's unbelievable. Then you look over to the lagoons and see these elegant painted storks wading around next to the very distinct black-headed ibis. They bring so much color and energy to the whole place.
So, the land animals are fascinating. The birds are incredible. But honestly, the most important role Ussangoda plays is right where the land meets the sea. Its pristine, untouched coastline is absolutely vital for the survival of some of the ocean's most ancient travelers.
I'm talking about sea turtles. Yep, the beaches here are critical nesting grounds for green turtles and olive Ridley turtles. As you can see, the season kicks off around November, hits its peak in January, and then winds down by April. During these months, these shores become a sanctuary. The female turtles come out of the ocean at night to lay their eggs in the sand. It's a natural spectacle you'll never, ever forget.
So, feeling inspired to go see it for yourself? I thought so. Let's switch gears and get practical. Here's everything you need to know to plan your own adventure to this amazing coastal park. So, when should you go? The answer is pretty clear. The dry season, from November to April, is your absolute best bet. You'll get that warm, sunny weather that's perfect for exploring. And as we just saw, it lines up perfectly with the peak sea turtle nesting season. You can go during the monsoon, but yeah, it's just going to be a bit more of a challenge. Getting there is surprisingly straightforward. You can fly into Colombo, or even better, the Matala airport, which is much, much closer.
If you're driving, it's a beautiful trip down the Southern Expressway. Once you're in the area, you just hire a local tuk-tuk from Tongale and they'll take you right to the entrance.
Okay, so you've arrived. Now the fun really starts. You can take a guided safari to help you spot some of the more shy wildlife. You could spend hours just birdwatching by the lagoons, or take a peaceful walk around the coast and look for turtle tracks. For all you photographers, this place is an absolute dream. And hey, if you just want to wander around, the hiking is fantastic.
All right, our last section. Whenever you have a place this special and this fragile, you also have a huge responsibility. So let's talk about the work being done to protect this coastal treasure for the future.
Make no mistake, the park is up against some real challenges. We're talking about threats like illegal turtle egg collection and conflicts between wildlife and local farms. These are serious concerns, but there's a real fight to protect it. Conservation groups are working hard to protect the nesting sites, create buffer zones, and manage the ecosystem. It's a very delicate balancing act for sure.
So, to wrap it all up, Ussangoda National Park is truly one of Sri Lanka's most precious hidden gems. It's this rare and powerful mix, the unique geology, the surprising amount of wildlife, and its absolutely vital role as a coastal sanctuary that makes it so unforgettable.
And that leaves us with one final thing to think about. As more of us discover these incredible, off-the-beaten-path places like Ussangoda, we face a really important question. How do we, as travelers and as people who love nature, find the right balance between celebrating these places and making sure we preserve them? It's something to chew on for your next adventure.